She's about her body, calling her thick, and calling her fat. Okay, I dig what you're saying. I dig it.
Hey, baby.
What's going on?
What's going on? I wanted to say this because I told Dash at the beginning I'm going to be in and out, so I'm getting ready. I got something to do. But I had stated earlier, women who are uncomfortable with being fat adjacent or even associated with fat, they don't like that terminology. And someone just pointed out that it does have a lot to do with society's view. The society we live in, our Western culture is very fat phobic, and that's a whole nother conversation. So it's seen as an insult. But nobody ever considers that there's a whole population of us who are fat, and the fact that you are insulted by my body type so much so that you don't even want to be put in the same box says a lot about women as far as I'm concerned, and the insecurities that they need to work on. And I understand commercialism really pushes that narrative, but I'm going to say this. I don't give two flying, you know what. It is what it is. Fat is an adjective. Like, literally everybody has fat on their body. I just happen to have more. I'm not going to be insulted by the truth.
Right.
If I feel a way about my body, then change it. Otherwise, why be mad about the truth? So I'm saying.
Right.
I know. And truth be told, the big women, they take care of they take care of their spouse best. You know, like I had 2 plus size women in my life, and both of them took care of me perfectly. Like I'm talking like.
But we don't know.
Love and care.
No. We're going to skip that mammy role that gets attached to fat women. We're not doing that. Because all fat women are not crazy.
Take care of girls too.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Because I've had niggas that I have no desire to take care of. And I've had niggas that I've desired to take care of.
Hold on, sis. Let me talk my
boy. But the big dudes, they take care of their females too. I'm just speaking in my experience.
Listen,
with my big girls.
We talking about fat, right? We talking about
yeah.
Right? Oh yeah, let's talk about fucking realities, right? In Africa, in the motherland, back home, fat is Africa.
It's wealth. Oh, I know.
It's
because I've had a ton.
The skinnier you are, the poorer you are. That's facts.
I know. But it's, you know, the crazy thing is it's like that in many cultures, not just African cultures. And the crazy thing is there was a time period where fat was seen that way across the globe. However, when we get into the European standard of beauty and the way things got colonized, they had to shift the standard of beauty to adhere to thin, frail, unmelanated skin. Mm-hmm. And with that, a lot of Black folk don't realize just how internalized fat phobia is and how much is linked to anti-Blackness. But that, again, is another conversation.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's like, why must we put down one group and stereotype one as mammy? A good woman takes care of a real good. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's part of the problem, I think, with how fat women get stereotyped. It's always that, oh yeah, you know they can cook. She got that meat underneath her arm, and I do got that meat, and I can cook, but I hate it, so I'm not gonna do it unless I absolutely have to. Or they feel like, oh yeah, she's fluffy, she's nurturing, she's this, she's that. Yeah, we can be all of those things, and we still want to be pampered and spoiled and be spent on, and we want to go get our nails and our toes and our feet done, and we want to take trips too. Like, we are not relegated to the realm of, I'm here to nurture you. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I mean, historically speaking, people offer more nurturing than the typical skinny girl, though. Like, skinny girls, like, and this is just my experience personally. In my experience, the skinnier the girl been I've dealt with, the less nurturing and caring she's been. Like, it's something about like a bigger woman. She just had more maternal instincts, you know. And it's not even just like that's all she offered. It's just like I've noticed that out of
what it is.
Hyenas.
It was a generation. It was a generation of fat women for a long time being made to feel like they couldn't be accepted, they couldn't be loved, they couldn't have those things unless they went above and beyond. Those days are gone because we are in that generation now where we're understanding it don't matter. Like, I don't have to jump through hoops for you, my nigga. Like, I just don't have to. Like, you slid over here because you see this fineness and you're not worried about these roles because you already know fineness. And that's so I'm not going to do anything extra to keep your attention or maintain your interest in me. It's as simple as that. And that's the same way that fat women are often hypersexualized, because there was a time where fat women were more open because they just wanted to feel that love. When you have a whole society of people telling you you are undesirable, you are not what we want to see in media, you are not worthy of marriage and love and all those things, of course you're going to have a population of women who feel like, pick me. And not pick me smaller or larger women. But I am glad that we have movements. I'm glad that there's more representation. I'm glad that there are more fat women, thick women, whatever you want to call them, speaking up about how they want to be perceived, how they want to be treated. So I really think the other side of that is the lens through which men see women is desirability politics. So there are a lot of thick women who are larger women who like to claim that title thick because Drake said he loves BBWs, right? Oh, he said he loves us. So now, I'm thick, I'm a BBW, and I'm like, sis, you shopping in the same size with me. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to claim to be something you don't have to be. And we're not even going to get into, there are thick women, right? But who are considered bad built. So there's categories, there's segments throughout all this, and there are a lot of people try to argue, big is big, thick is thick, fat is fat. No, it's a spectrum, and that's okay. Wherever you fall on that spectrum, you don't owe men to be desirable, and how you move through your life should not be about the men and their lens of their gaze on you.
Facts.
No, yeah,
Facts.
it's all about self-confidence. Yeah, you shouldn't be moving at anybody.
The irony is in that the more y'all become, and I'm not saying y'all as in like women, because really this is either side of the gender fence, because we're just talking about pure confidence at this point. The more the y'all invest within yourselves and turning that into glow up, the more sexier y'all are. Like,
yes, I believe that. Absolutely. There are, and I say this as somebody who's been on both sides. I was thick when I was much younger, and now I'm just fat. Who that?
Oh, you know who
What up, Cam?
Grits. But yeah, no, as someone who's been on both sides of that spectrum, being on a smaller, the way you are received is definitely different, even by men. When I was much smaller, the approach was different versus now I'm married and niggas still decided that the way that they approached is still different than they were when I was smaller. So we understand how they will switch up how they treat you based on size. Even friendships, we'll call them that loosely, with other women. How I was the big girl that a lot of women kept relationships that made them feel more comfortable when they felt like I wasn't secure with myself. And so we got in the streets of Philly and I was bagging niggas left and right, and including theirs. And then it was like, oh, that's a problem. And then they want you to feel lesser. Like, they don't want you to feel as fly. They don't, because how could you? You're fat. How dare you think you're cute? How dare you have that confidence? They hate that. A lot of people hate that.
It's ridiculous.
Well, fuck them then. Yeah, fuck them then. Straight up. Like, I like a woman with some meat on her, for real, for real. I don't do honestly, my preference is not the skinny minis. Like, I don't, if you too skinny, I'm already turned off, and that's just my personal preference. But I prefer my women.
Dash, what skinny woman broke your heart?
I was about to say, who did it? Who did it?
Oh no, I mean,
I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna watch you. I see y'all.
Love you, sis.
Love you.
Peace.
Well, I got a lot of stories to share about a lot of different shapes and sizes I've been entangled with, but no one person hurt me. Like, I still got love for the skinny girl. It's just my personal preference. Like, if I'm out and I see two girls that both draw my interest, that both connect with me, whether spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all that good stuff, and they're two different sizes, one is skinnier and one is on the thicker side, I'm going to the more thicker side. That's just my personal preference. Like, for me, I like to feel a little meat when I wrap these arms around you. Like, I like to feel something. I don't want to feel like I'm damn near hugging myself.
Hugging yourself.
Yeah, like, I wanna stretch these arms out a little bit. Like, if I just can do like a simple hug, like, in my arms, I'm touching myself again, I almost feel a little disappointed. Plus, I've always been a person who's always loved more cushion for the pushing. Like, as far as my sexual desires, it just add a little,